Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness and Entertainment in Color. My name is Chantel Francis, and my co host is Tamika Francis. How are you today, Tamika?
I'm doing great.
Ooh, that's good to hear. You're doing great. Are you doing great outside in the real world, or are you doing great about Love Island UK Season 8, Episode 8?
It's the episode. We are off Gemma Island. We are off Gemma Island.
Well, I was worried because it started off with Gemma and Luca cuddling. So I was like, are we still on Gemma Island? But we're
Oh
not.
my God.
Well,
The
we might
Love
be, but.
Island gods have heard our cries and did some last minute editing because Lordy be.
Well, do you know what? Thank you. Like if that's what happened, like I am thankful because it felt refreshing to see other dynamics and other relationships and having other conversations. Like I was actually entertained.
Right. I,
And
w- I think this was the best episode so far. Um, yeah.
it was, yeah, we got to see a little bit of everybody,
Yeah.
especially the people that hadn't been shown very much before. And so it was
Yeah,
great.
and a little bit of drama, a little bit of romance. I think we got everything in this episode without it being Gemma Island. And if they could keep this momentum going, I really do think this might be a really good season.
Except, so spoiler alert, everybody, I wasn't exactly happy that Afia was dumped. Now,
Yeah.
I get that this is the theme of the show, and like if you're not in a couple, you get dumped, but they didn't give her a shot. The guy coming in picks the girl that looks exactly like his ex-girlfriend that's in the house.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I just knew that she wasn't even going to have a chance, and that really kind of soured me a little because like she knew she didn't have a chance. And it's
Yeah.
just kind of like, there's nobody here for me. When I came in as a bombshell, the only real person that was kind of open was Davide. Ekin-su went in on that right away. She thought that there might have been a little bit of, dissension between India and Ikenna. There wasn't. Dami and Paige were too strong, probably in her opinion. And the other guys are not interested in her at all. So it's just like I
Yeah.
felt that she didn't really get a fair shake. People are saying that she's boring, but A, she didn't really have a shot.
Yeah, she was so sweet. Like that conversation with her and Jacques was so cute. Like I felt really bad for her, especially like they had the conversation. I was like, oh well, maybe they can springboard off of that. But Love Island made sure that didn't happen. They made
No,
sure to cut
no,
it off right there. They
no.
were like, I got a text.
Dumping. It's time for about
Yeah,
dumping. We don't want
I
an
I think
interracial couple
they
here right now.
yeah, I think they wanted to make sure that she didn't get in, and it's unfortunate because I actually do like Afia. I do think longevity wise she might have been able to find love, especially we see there's more boys coming in. One of them
Like,
is
this is
black.
it's so annoying.
Hmm.
If you're having at least some more black people come in,
Yeah,
why are you letting the black person go? Because
I don't know.
sometimes black people may want to have a variety of black women to choose from, or vice versa, black men, whatever. Like, why couldn't they just keep her around for these two new guys to come by?
I agree. I really feel like when I saw that, I was like, oh, the first thing I said, I'm so mad Afia is not here because I think it would have created a really nice dynamic in the villa, and then it would have been one guy to go.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't know if I'm just being pessimistic, but it just seems like they want the black people to feel like garbage. Like,
Yeah.
that's just what it seems like. It seems like at the end of every season, the black woman, usually woman, I'd say, feels
Yeah.
like garbage.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a feels like a second class citizenship on Love Island, which is sad because especially when you have, we saw it last season. You have a great character as Kaz and her journey, but her journey shouldn't have been that hard, like at all. She's an amazing person. Like there was no reason for that. And
Hmm.
and I hope we don't see those struggles with India and Amber, but unfortunately, the way this show goes, if they don't work out with their current partners, and this black guy does not like them, they're screwed.
It's very unfortunate, and she's like stunning, Afia. Like the fact that she's kind of probably feels like she's not pretty enough, good enough, or whatever. Like it's
Right.
just so it really perpetuates this whole like feeling that I feel like black women don't deserve love in this world. We're the most undesirable group of people.
Yeah.
I read an article. I might have talked to you about this before, but it's black women and Asian men are considered to be the least desirable amongst, when people did some polls and like just seeing who people will have in part of their preferences.
Yeah.
And like, it's
It's
really
unfortunate.
unfortunate. And
It
too bad
is
Asian men don't like black women because that would solve that problem, right? But it just doesn't
true.
usually work out.
It's fewer and farther between, unfortunately.
Very sad. So we do see Tasha and okay, I thought his name was Jax, which was I was calling him Jackson. And then I
Yeah.
went and I saw that he's Jacques.
Yeah.
We're calling him
I've been
Jack.
saying Jacques the entire time.
No, you were saying Jacques. You might have
Yeah.
said Jax yesterday. And
Yeah.
I was thinking Jax as in like Jax, which is a
Oh,
short
oh,
form
oh.
for Jackson. So
Yeah.
I thought his name was Jackson, and they call him Jax in the house.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
Jacques.
It's Jacques. Yeah. It's
I was so not confused, but like I was just surprised because that's a very
yeah.
different name. Like Jax and
Yeah.
Jacques are two
Yeah.
completely different names. So Jacques or do I call him Jack or Jacques?
Yeah.
Jacques and Tasha are having a little bit of a chat. He thinks that she was best dressed for that fire pit ceremony. And the boys are asking Andrew whether or not he feels jealous or like if he feels the type of way about the fact that Tasha and Jacques are chatting. And he says, no, I feel fine. I'm not, I don't feel nervous or anything like that. So what do you think about the guys kind of harping on him for the fact that he wasn't reacting, even though like Luca's like, oh, well, he just like said all these wonderful things about Tasha and then he doesn't care if some guy's talking to her. So what do you think
Yeah.
about their judgment?
Andrew's a bit of enigma. I do get it. I don't know if it's like a bit of skepticism amongst the men with him, and that's why they keep like kind of coming after him. But I understood what he was saying, and I think Tasha did as well. She did say that he's like, no, I trust her. She would tell me if there's something going on. Right now, it's her and me, which makes sense. There's no reason for him to be jealous until she's like, yes, I'm gonna get to know Jock.
100%. I agree with you as well. I was just kind of like, why is Luca piping in here? Like, why? Like,
Yeah.
why does he have a stake in this claim? Who cares whether or
But
not?
he did do that thing to Luca about, Tasha before, and I just don't know if there's a bit of that little skepticism about his actual motives.
Right, because
In
beforehand he really wanted to make sure that Tasha was with him, and
yeah,
so he put that little bit of a fib together, and then
yeah,
he was like, "Oh, it was a mistake." So
yeah,
maybe we're seeing something.
yeah.
Maybe
But
they think that he's not that into her, and he just didn't give any sort of reaction.
right. But that being said, I'm glad he went straight away to cut it off at its knees. I don't not see chemistry with them two, but they're very like roller coastery. It's just like up and down, up and down. I'm like, God, people, like
Roller coastery is our new word. Hi, Sam. We haven't seen you in forever, Sam. How are you? So
I
Sam
see him.
says, it's crazy because India and Amber are so stunning, ridiculous. I know. They're so stunning.
Like when
And
Amber got ready for her date, and then when India like came walking out for her breakfast, I was just like, these women are it.
like if they were just like a little bit famous, that people would be
Yeah,
like la 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 gaga for them. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But the
yeah,
fact that they are accessible, I think people are overlooking how stunning they actually are and how out of their league they really are.
Yeah.
They're really out of
Yeah.
their league.
They are. They are.
So, Saisons, have I mentioned much? No, we're still my second point. Hi, Jessica. In this one situation, I'm on Andrew's side. Yes, I'm on Andrew's side for with how like they kind of approached him, but I can understand a little bit why the boys might be a little bit wary of him because he does appear to be playing a bit of a game.
Right.
So we'll see. We're gonna put a pin in that one to see whether or not Andrew's head's gonna be turned. Is he just there till the end? Because somebody already compared him to what's this Curtis? Do you know who Curtis is yet?
Yes, I did see that. I meant to mention that the last show that
And
somebody compared them to a Curtis and Amy situation. I was like,
mhm.
why can I totally see that?
It's kind of now looking a little bit like that because Curtis was really like seemingly into Amy and like they were
Right,
like the Love Island couple, the parents of Love Island. They were together from the beginning. Like she was just head over heels for him. And then all of a sudden his heads get turned by Moira. Like I
right,
might be missing things in between. This was obviously a few years ago, but like we didn't think there was any way that his head was going to be turned, and it was just like whoop, like it was just like we're like what happened, and she was obviously devastated. I think she got dumped pretty close after that. She, terribly pissed off with him after the show, like so he like it feels like that to me at this point as well. So I'm going to hold back with thinking that he's like the best guy ever and he's doing everything for the right reasons and see that maybe they're seeing something that we're not seeing because
yeah,
Amber even took it upon herself that after their chat pulls Tasha over and tells her that hey, like he wasn't that worried about you going to talk to somebody. And then
right,
he cuts back in to interject and tells Tasha like, she's like, "Well, like I feel like you should be a little bit upset." And what he says makes sense. True.
yeah,
Like he feels
yeah,
strong and confident in them. Fair.
right.
But I understand why people might be a little bit hesitant. And as a viewer, I'm also a little bit hesitant as well, just for what we've seen in the past and how he acted in the beginning.
Yeah, because really with Curtis, he was so strong about Amy until one girl, and that's not even the girl he chose. Then he went to the other girl. So it's
Okay,
like
you've seen that season, or is that Amber season? That's not Amber season, is
that's
it? That's
that's Amber season.
oh wow. I mean, I thought that was season
Yeah,
4 for some reason.
no, season 5. Yeah, because Amber was saying they had showed Amy when Amy was leaving, on Twitter the other day, and people were like, "I'm still crying." I was like, I bawled at that I bawled that episode. It was so sad. I felt so bad for. I really did like Amy, and Amber had responded to that tweet. She was like, I couldn't even look her in the face.
Oh, oh. Who did he choose in between
Um,
Moira and Amy?
it was somebody. He didn't choose anybody. Remember, he was like kind of entertaining somebody at Casa Amor, and the way he did she realized that she's like, I was coming here, like I was waiting for you to come here so that I could tell you that I loved you, and none of that means anything because you don't love me, like you don't even care about me. It was crazy. It was
Oh,
terrible.
anyways, this could be round 2. We'll see. So
Hmm.
Jessica says, I think Luca was projecting his jealousy because of Gemma and Jax onto Andrew. He was already salty that night. That's true.
I can
It's
see it.
true.
Yep.
He's a little bit salty for sure. So everyone in their heads will be turned at some point. It's just a matter of time. Yes, I mean, there's no, from my perspective, solid relationships. Like people that I'm like, oh, they connect so well. Like I don't see their head being turned. Like I don't see that for anybody at this point. I feel
Yeah.
like everyone could be turned
Yes.
easily, very
Absolutely.
easily. So India and Ikenna are chit chatting, and India's like, "I just want you to show me, like, you say these things with words," and he's like, "Well, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to say? Like, what do you want me?" I'm like, maybe he's just a really inexperienced guy
But he
because
said that. I think he said that though. Like he's never been in a relationship, and we don't even know how that one relationship that he did have, because he was in one relationship and it was like for a year and a half
And, like, it was probably
ago.
in high school where they
Yeah,
held
yeah, yeah, it
hands
was
and,
like,
like,
yeah,
went to
and
this
so we don't even know how
McDonald's.
that got started. He probably was like friends with the girl, and then they started being boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I
Exclusive,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like that's
That's
probably
all
all
he
he
knows.
knows. That's probably all he knows.
Now, I'm realizing the reason why I'm squealing at these kisses is because I'm watching it at 1.5 speed.
Oh, so they're going slower than that's
No, they're
sad.
going faster, so it
They're
just
going
like
faster than. Oh God,
because
they must look like jackhammers because the ones that Ekin-su and David Davide are doing are like, whoa, baby, like.
because I screamed when I saw that kiss, but then I realized right now that I'm like, oh, you know what? It looks so awkward because I'm watching it super fast.
Wow.
But so I had to reserve my judgment for this kiss then a little bit, just for the fact that I didn't watch it in its like whole lead up. It seemed awkward still, though. It seemed like they couldn't really get in a rhythm or on the same page.
Right.
Um,
But I'm
it's
glad it was him that was like, oh, so this is what you want, and took the initiative, kind of,
yes, yes.
rather than what Ekinsu wanted her to do, which is kiss him.
Right. I mean, the fact that it was this hard, I mean, it shows his inexperience, I would say.
Yeah,
I'm happy that it happened because at least now we've took off that band-aid. It leaves a little bit more openness for intimacy. That first kiss is out of the way, so the second kiss is easier to come by. So I'm happy that at least they're exploring a little bit more connectiveness. And so that will definitely allow them to be able to determine whether or not they're into each other,
right.
even though I still don't think that they are. But
The kiss
hopefully they'll
was
explore it a
not
little bit.
bad. The kiss was not bad. I will say that. I think their kiss was better than the one she had with Damie. So I could see,
True. Very true.
so I could see her being okay with it.
So remember though I said that I was worried that she might get more into it than him? I could
Hmm.
see that happening also,
Right.
like because for women having that connection and like if she got any she said that she didn't feel any chemistry, but like having that intimacy sometimes leads to having an emotional connection and the guys may not.
Yeah.
So I am a little bit worried for her, but we're going to keep on watching this relationship grow,
I'm
you
gonna
know?
tell you, I'm not as worried for her because I think she's very similar to me. That she's like a show and prove kind of person. I think if somebody comes in and like goes after her, she will go with that. Whereas I I do like that he stepped it up. This I will say that I do like he stepped it up.
So did I.
Whereas like we've seen before, like even when there's been times when somebody comes in and goes after that person, they're like, no, I'm with such and such, and that we all are like, he don't like you, babe. And I don't think India will do that. I don't. I really don't.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
we'll
I'm not dying on any hill here. Like I can
yeah.
see it going kind of either direction. Hi, Danita. So Danita says, I hope that these two new boys coming in, it will cause the guys to put in more work. A lot of them are too relaxed for me. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm wondering if it's just this new era of men that are just like
I think
swipe
so.
happy that they just can get like another new girl in like a second because like I want to see a little more grafting. Like
Yeah,
I like where is the chat? Where is the grafting? Where is the compliments? Where is the making a girl feel beautiful or that you care about her, that you're interested? Like it's so relaxed that I'm bothered by it.
yeah. I agree. I'm glad too that with Ikena and India, he started that before the guy came
Yes, that's good. It is good.
in because he'd be screwed if he didn't.
Absolutely. She'd be like, no, someone new. Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Let's give it a go. Danita also says, also, this episode was basically Unseen Bits Part 2 because we saw everyone that we hardly saw before. Loved it.
Yes,
Yeah.
basically the show.
Yeah. They're probably like there's two versions of each episode, like with or without the black people. Like,
Terrible.
but yes, I do think that they heard our cries and realized that we were not very happy with the edit so far and that they gave us a little bit more content.
Yeah.
I mean, they have
I'm
enough
so
of
glad.
it shows every day. You don't have to avoid anybody.
If they went back and re-edited the show, thank you. I'm telling you guys now, thank you.
Thank you. So Jessica says, Godspeed to Ikenna, because if the new guy goes after India, he could be in big trouble. Exactly. I think
Yeah.
Ikenna is sweet, but I don't think he has enough passion for India. I agree. I
I can
agree.
see it. That's what I'm saying. I can see that. Yep.
I enjoyed this episode as well, Sans. We were saying that this is probably the best episode so far because we got a little bit of everybody's relationships. We got a
Yep.
little bit of drama that we were talking about. We got a little bit of romance that we're talking about. Like, and it was just really well rounded, except for the dumping. That was the only part that I didn't enjoy because I didn't think she had a shot. Like, the dumping is like really intense when you're like, oh my god, who is he actually going to choose? I had no doubt in my mind that he was going to choose Paige. Whether he liked Paige or not, I knew that he wasn't going to be choosing Afia over Paige, no matter what.
Yeah, yeah. It's so sad. She definitely did not get a fair shot. And I agree. I love it, but I'm just annoyed because it does kind of feel like Jacques is gonna like dump Paige and go back for Gemma, and I don't know.
What, and then she'll end up like begrudgingly with Luca again?
Yeah, or Andrew if Tasha and Andrew don't work out.
Hmm. Hi, Natalie. So Natalie says, Murad said on his YouTube channel, another ex of Gemma's is going to show up.
Of course, we've already deduced that this is the Gemma Island season. I
I
and
also,
as Glad.
no, I was saying I also heard that her father now is like doing different, I don't know if it's talk shows or like sports commentary or stuff like that, but he's been a lot more relevant in this season or like this, like right now. And so I'm wondering if he does have some sort of like deal with like their PR people being like, hey, get her on the show so that you can pitch me to go on other shows. I'm wondering if it's kind of like a package publicity deal that is going on here.
Chris and Dave from Chris and Dave's reality podcast, they said that apparently he does a lot of work with ITV.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Jeremy all over.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see another one of her exes. Like, I'm definitely not into the ex of a 15-year-old. I'm not. Like,
So what? All
she,
the exes are gonna fight over her while everybody else is like, I can't, please, don't do this.
so I was to say, but the producers have been looking at Twitterverse. They better be looking at Twitterverse.
They
Look at that
better be,
hashtag.
because what they were doing last week wasn't playing well. So I'm telling you the truth. If they was listening to Twitter and went back and re-edited their episode, they did a fantastic job because this was the most enjoyable episode yet.
Jojo says, hi, girlies. India is gorgeous. Should I be watching this season? Yes, it's a fun season so far. We're complaining about the fact that, as usual, the Black people are being segregated and not being shown a lot. But this was the first episode that it seems as though they've been listening to us and they've been giving a little bit more representation from the people of color that are on this season. So I think it's a good season to watch. Especially since it just started. So you only have like a week's episodes to watch it. And if you watch on Twitch, you can watch it in 1.5 or 2 times speed. So you can catch up pretty quickly. So Son says, I don't think that Jacques really wants Gemma. Even if he does, it would only be because he can. You're an ex for a reason.
I can see that.
I think that he's coming on the show knowing that Gemma is going to be there, knowing that he's kind of there to cause some trouble and drama. So I think he's going to play his role.
Yeah.
Whether he likes her or not, I think that he knows that he's supposed to bring some drama.
Mm-hmm.
Her other ex is actually gorgeous, not going to lie. Is he like of color of some sort? Like blue eyes don't do it for me, you know?
Me neither.
People are just like, oh yeah, like when Ekin-su is chatting with Jacques, and she's like, oh my god, like his eyes are so blue. He stares at me, and I'm just like, I've never been that taken by blue eyes. I mean, I think they can be gorgeous, absolutely, but I always just like dark brown eyes that are like kind of smoldering, you know? Oh, Jojo, you have blue eyes. I love your blue eyes.
Hilarious.
Jojo, I saw a clip of India and Ikenna comparing hands and manicures and pedicures, which was actually cute as F. Maybe they need more time for chemistry. Yes. Well, so today we do get on this episode that they smooch for the first time. So it didn't seem like there's that much chemistry, but we're still giving it some time.
Yeah. No, and I absolutely love that clip. That clip was so cute.
That's cute. Yay, catch up, catch up.
We're shook. We're shook. We're shook. Okay, you need to DM one of us a picture of this guy. I gotta see him. I gotta see him.
I'm literally speechless. Oh my!
I need to see him. Woo!
I'm shook. Wow. Okay. Sans, like, please send either to Entertainment in Color or at Reality Realness the picture of this man because I need to see him with my own two eyes, please.
We're okay. The shock heard around the YouTube right now.
I had to silence to people that talk for a living.
Wow. No, I did not expect. I thought she was gonna say like
I thought they look exactly like
Spanish,
Jacques.
Spanish or
Maybe.
like something. Somebody exotic, not black.
He's gorgeous, and he got on with her dad. Of course. Well, he must be into football.
Oh wow.
I would assume. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, well, please send. Hopefully, send it to Entertainment in Color because my phone is far away.
Yeah,
Hopefully, please, Sans. I need to see what this man looks like since he silenced me. Okay, well, so Ekin-su, yes, as we mentioned, was chatting with Jackson and still saying things like, "I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you. Do you want to get to know me?" She's pretty aggressive with like wanting to have him pursue her and vice versa. But I also understand her perspective that Davide is not doing anything to really let her know that he's interested in her. So she knows well enough that if she goes and flirts with the new guy and threatens his position, like he's going to step it up. And he did, but not yet, not before he's saying to the boys like, oh, I'm not intimidated, yeah, I'm good with how we are in our relationship. But then he does bring them over some chips and some, I don't know if there's actually wine there, but a beverage of some sort in their champagne flutes. I think that was just breaking them up or just kind of to see what was going on, or if they were vibing, like just cut it off at the knees. So I think there was a little bit of jealousy in there, and it was tactful for him to go and give them some chips and beverages.
Listen, I can't hate on it.
No.
I like even with Gemma, I said he needs a fire lit under him, so I can absolutely appreciate it. Because I actually generally think he does like her, like out of all the girls that's there. So yes, do what you got to do to keep her.
Yeah, and right before they're getting ready for bed, Ekin-su is saying to the girls like, he needs to show me more. And I think it's this generation needs to show women more in general, just like I said before. Yeah. Like, do stuff, make it clear, like with actions, not with words. And so I'm hoping that people will get the message very, very soon. Because like every woman wants to feel pursued and desired. It doesn't work the other way around when a good man feels chased. It just doesn't really work. Not really. like it's the girl that has to be pursued for the dynamic to work usually. Very much usually.
Yeah.
So in the morning, they're all on the terrace, and I guess the girls are all just talking about like what happened the night before, and no kisses in bed. I don't think.
No,
Maybe they want to keep.
Akina
They want to keep it.
and India cuddled, they said, but it didn't look like anybody was kissing, actually.
No, I wrote something else down, but I can't read my writing,
Yeah.
so we'll just
Davide cuddled too with
you can see. Oh
Ekin-su.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I wrote. I got it now.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
when Davide and Ekin-su, like we see him put his arm over her, and she mentions to the girls that like yeah, like he cuddled, and I was kind of surprised, and she's like, oh baby, I want to keep you close, and
Hmm.
so that's him putting in some effort, which I think is good. I think it's good for her. I think it's good that she's telling the women that he's doing this because then they can expect that from their men as well, so they can all step it up a little bit.
Right.
Um,
I agree.
so Ikenna is making breakfast for India. Excuse me, get one little kiss, and all of a sudden you're making breakfast. I'm
Yeah.
happy about
I
this.
think they both like the kiss. Whatever you could say, they both seem to really like the kiss. It wasn't like it was they like it wasn't, oh well, it might be better the next time. It was definitely, they both seem to very much appreciate that kiss. So
And
it,
then
it feels like it was like an icebreaker for them.
yes, maybe it makes them feel more relaxed, like a little more on edge. Like, is he gonna kiss me now? Oh my god, are we gonna get like they've done it, they've pulled the
Yeah.
band-aid off, so now they can just be a little bit more normal. So like
Yeah.
he's feeding her food and they had another little peck, and I'm like, okay, it's like whether or not you guys are meant for each other or right for each other, like I'm happy that you're finally moving in this direction of just having a little bit of closeness.
Absolutely.
So San says Davide earned his what's that word? It's blurry.
Corn. Corn.
Is it I just say corn?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think so.
corn tonight. He was quite entertaining. Oh, popcorn, I guess. Oh, so like you were entertained by Davide. Hmm, okay. I mean, I do like Davide, but I feel as though the women that are in the villa are not. They don't bring out the interesting parts of him. Like he just seems very boring.
Yeah.
And I think he probably could be interesting, but the dynamics of these women don't bring it out.
I wonder if it's a language barrier. Do you think it could be a language barrier?
Yeah.
Because isn't that what happened with like Will and Kira? Like that's what they kept saying. It was like the language barrier was like not really bringing it out. And then when he was actually entertaining a woman who could speak his language, it seemed like they just
Yes,
had more
with
fire.
flow.
I wonder if it could be that, because he definitely seems to be very into Ekin-su. So I'm just not sure. And she seems like she's not the type of person to have no personality around people.
Exactly. It's true.
So yeah.
So Davide does make a kinsu breakfast as well, which I was like, okay, see, like this, just start doing this, guys. Like having these little moments, it's good for your brand and like more screen time. If you do more of these things, it's going to be caught on camera and they're going to air it. So if you're looking for your followers, like this is good. Ekin-su is somebody that also has quite a bit of followers already. I think she's already at like 400,000. So
Yeah.
I don't know what she started with, but
I think she started
definitely.
around the 300 range.
So yeah, she's already pretty
Um,
famous.
yeah, because she's an actress in Turkey, she said, I think.
And so Ikunsu and David were kind of cuddling again and just talking about this is the side that I want to see of you. And like, he was taking some initiative. And he said something that I think is a good point. He's like, well, like, I need to get to know you first a little bit before I start doing all these things for you. Like, it was the first day. And so I'm happy that he kind of put that into a little bit of context as well. They were like, we're expecting him to be rolling out this red carpet, but they just met like an hour ago.
Right.
So yes, I agree with them. I'm happy with the way that their relationship is going so far. I think that so far they seem to be the strongest couple to me. I think.
Okay.
Who do you think then? It's a long pause.
I I don't know. I think they're all on equal footing right now. I feel like they all have like something missing,
Hmm.
and they all have like something there. So I'm not sure if I could say there's a stronger couple right now.
Now, for the fact that this season has been Gemma Island, were you
Yeah.
surprised by the conversation that they left in the edit? Where I don't know who brought it up, but it's like, so would you like to lick a pig's ass for $2,000? And Gemma's like, I'd rather do a horse's ass. They're really clean, and
I
they're
was
like, it's
like,
really
are y'all
big.
trying to like give her a personality because this is still not it? It's just not it. I don't know. What is that all she's giving them? Because I'm so confused. Please get her off this show. I don't know what to do
She's
anymore.
she's never leaving the show. She's there to the bitter end. We're gonna go through all of her exes.
They probably gonna put her ex like day 25 too. So her other ex. So she's definitely gotta stay there. I can't. I
Sans
can't.
agrees with you that there's no strong couples. I mean, I don't think there any
Yeah.
of them are super strong, but I feel
Yeah.
right now that those two show the most promise,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Like lasting promise, you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I can understand you saying that.
So I've got a text, and Amber and Dami are getting a date. Excuse me?
I was
Shocker.
a little bit shocked, but I actually was happy.
I was happy, but then I wasn't happy with the date because
What, that it was tennis?
yes,
Yeah,
like they looked really cute in their
they
outfits,
did.
but like you just see him like sweating, like
Yeah.
not like I don't know. I just if I was on a date, a first date with somebody, I would really rather not be sweating.
I agree. That was the first thing I thought. And then I was dying laughing when the boys are telling him to let her win. And he's like, I can't let her win. I like Sammy so much. And it's hard for me because I told you I'm not sure if I trust him, but he is so funny. Um, and they are kind of cute together. But I agree, like that part of the day I did not like, but I did like the picnic. I thought it was cute.
Well, and then at the end, like of their match, he goes to give her a peck, and then she turns her cheek and gives her the cheek, and like he plays it off like, "Oh man, like make me work hard for it." Like he kind of he didn't offend him, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Not that she should do anything that she doesn't want to do. If she wasn't feeling the kiss,
Right,
she wasn't feeling the kiss.
right.
Absolutely, I'm never saying that. But giving him the cheek, to me, if I was Dammy, I'd be like, "Oh, she's not into me at all."
Yeah.
And
I
so
I again, like I said, every couple there's just something missing, and every couple there's just something there. They're
and
cute
for
together.
Amber, it's her head being straight on for a kiss. Like she's always
Yeah,
just like,
yeah, yeah. It's like I don't know if she is playing a little bit hard to get, or she doesn't want to get into it too much. They are moving a lot faster than some of the other couples, so maybe she's kind of trying to slow it down.
yeah.
It's the beginning. It's possible. I just not sure yet. I'm not sure yet.
Janita says at this rate, Casa Moore is probably going to break up
Every
all
single
these
one.
couples.
Every single one.
Yeah, everyone's gonna will be hoping that they find somebody because they know that their
Yeah.
partner, if they find somebody, is going to be leaving
Yeah.
them. So the everybody's going to be like,
They're all gonna
"Mad
do an
dash."
Anna. Yeah, they're all gonna do an Anna and just couple up with somebody because they think that the other person's gonna couple up with them because they know that they weren't strong going into it. And at this point, I wouldn't even blame them.
No, 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 not at all. I mean,
Mm-mm.
that could be an interesting season where everybody recouples. Like maybe they're trying to not make matches, so that's why they got the
Yeah,
bigger villa, so that
yeah.
like they
And
have enough room for like 12
a lot of
couples.
couples, yeah, because I mean, we did get a couple of good people out of that. Anna recoupled with my
Jordan?
guy
Oh, Ovi.
Ov, and he
Ovi's
got to
cute. He's
stay.
Aquarius.
Yeah.
I love it.
um, and he got to stay. So I can't really hate
I
on
was
the
so upset when Ovi and Anna broke up. I liked
yeah.
them together so much.
Yeah, and then she
Oh,
went back to Jordan, and then anyway. But
Jordan.
we wouldn't have gotten the one of the better scenes of season
That's
five
true. They play that scene
if that
all
didn't
the
play out.
time. That is very, very true. So yeah, I did like them sitting and having their little picnic. That strawberry juice looked delicious.
Hmm.
She does feed him a strawberry, which was nice. They do
Hmm.
have a little bit of a smooch, which was nice.
Hmm.
So like it ended all's well that ends well. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah,
fine in the end. So
yeah.
I'll forgive them for giving them a sweaty date. Like
And
it's
I liked the
rude.
conversation they had. It wasn't like, do you like me? Do you, like, it was more of, tell me about your family. Tell me about you. Like, they used their date to really get to know more about each other, which I think is what those dates should be about, rather than trying to move too fast. Oh, are we gonna move in together? Which is something that happened like last season when Jeremy and Trina went on their date. Oh, they're
Oh, that
gonna
was
move.
weird.
Yeah, that would like, I do appreciate that part of the conversation, that it seemed like they utilized their time together alone properly.
We learned that she's afraid of spiders,
Yeah,
which was funny. She definitely freaked out.
yeah,
Um, and we also learned that she's a little bit of a daredevil. She wants to go skydiving. He does as well. So
yeah,
when I hear that, I'm wondering if they're both Sagittarius, because
yeah,
Sagittarius people are usually ones that like trying adventurous new things. So if anybody knows what their sign is, please let me know, because right now my guess for both of them would be a fire sign, most likely Sagittarius. That's my
yeah.
guess.
I would have to look. I don't. Her sister had done a Q&A on her story a couple of days ago, and I didn't even think to go look back and see what, other than, the only thing I did see was that she did say that actually Amber is Jamaican, so she is, her father is Jamaican, full Jamaican, and then her mother is Jamaican and British. Um,
Oh,
yeah, so she's
nice.
3/4 Jamaican. So,
Well,
so
we would have claimed her at half.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because when I looked at her sister and then looked at her mother, I was like, oh, her mom looks just kind of like my how my sister looks, like that same coloring with the little fair skin with freckles. So
Yeah, my
I
mom's
could
like that as
tell.
well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I could definitely tell that had black in her. But there's no pictures of her dad. So I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure what her background was, but
Yeah.
I could definitely see her being Jamaican.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
For
even her
sure.
first pictures that came out, I was worried because I was like, is she just like, is she black? Is she tan? Or is she blackfishing? I'm
No, I
not.
mean, I always thought she was black
Yeah,
personally, because the thickness of her hair, I was like, she's 100% black.
yeah,
Um, I wasn't. I just assumed that she was half.
yeah.
So that was always my guess or assumption. Personally, all right. So do you think they showed more of the black couples tonight because the rest was giving literally nothing, as in they had no choice? No, no, no. They gave us nothing last week.
I
So
was
they
gonna say there's something
are
last week.
willing to give us nothing. I think that
They,
they read the hashtags.
she's a Jemmy.
Gemini. Well, that's actually that makes sense too. So Gemini is opposite of Sagittarius. So sometimes they're they will have some similar traits being expressed on the opposite way. So for instance, my opposite is Leo. And
Hmm.
so usually Aquarius doesn't necessarily want to be in the spotlight. They usually want to give the applause to people in the spotlight. But sometimes in their fall, I would want to be in the spotlight. So it's showing the opposite side of themselves. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's a little bit of that spontaneous side.
Yeah. My opposite sign is Scorpio, which I do very much attract Scorpios. Could they just have a little bit of me, but enough of not me? But
Yes, you recognize some things in yourself, then you're like, "I like that, I don't like that, I like that."
exactly. So it's usually either I really love them or I really hate them.
Well, that's where the whole term opposites attract came from, right? It's
Yeah,
opposite signs that they're talking about. So,
yeah,
um, the characteristics of the opposite sign will also be something that you could be attracted to or enjoy. So,
right.
makes sense. Makes a lot of sense that she likes Saggies or like
Mhm.
Saggy activities. So what happens next? We see Paige and Jacques talking, and they get along. Like they seem to like each other. I like them together. They seem to have just a fine conversation. So I'm okay with them as a couple, but I'm just like, I don't know why we needed to have him in the villa.
I just, I, I don't see them lasting. I don't really think they even have too much chemistry.
She's just a fun-loving girl, so I think she
Yeah,
gets along with everybody.
it's unfortunate. Like I feel so bad for her. But yeah, I don't know why he had to come in. Just
Couldn't
or
they have
you know
brought
if
those
he
other
was gonna,
2 guys in now? You know what I mean?
yeah, if he was gonna come in, maybe they should have held off. But I think they wanted like the shock factor, and it just I don't think it played
Fell
properly.
flat for sure.
Yeah.
So after their date, so Dami and Amber's date, we see them talking the boys chat and the girls chat. It does seem like Dami enjoyed their date, and it's like
Hmm.
hoping that there's going to be some more kissing. The guys were like, "Oh, the couple of kisses got more kisses than anybody else has got so far," so they're kind of recognizing that they might be start becoming a strong couple. So I did like that Dami kiss and told, but like in a way that was supportive to like their relationship growing and getting the airtime. So I was
Yeah.
happy about that. And when Amber's chatting with the girls, she was all giddy and they noticed that. So I hope that this goes up, gets better and
Yeah.
better.
I
We
think
see, oh, go ahead.
we're getting conflicting information on Dami's birthday, so I don't know when it
What are
is.
the two thoughts?
One is March 21st, and then the other is June 30th.
I would think that he's more of a March 31st than a June
Hmm.
30th. Do you think he's a
Yeah.
Cancer?
He doesn't
No.
seem cancery to me.
March March 21st is the cusp of
So
Aries. I see him
Aries.
more being
Yeah,
an
I could
Aries.
definitely see him being Aries. Yeah.
Remember us saying like they seem like fire signs,
Yeah.
but that would make them get along even better as well with like
Yeah.
fire and air
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
well together.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
if he's Cancer and she's Gemini, it will not
It's
work.
not gonna work. I know.
No, no, no,
I
no,
don't
no,
like.
no, no.
No.
I do feel though that he's an
But I don't
Aries.
think he doesn't see if he's Cancer, then he must have a lot of fire in the rest of his chart
That's true. Yeah,
because he
or
doesn't
air.
seem Cancery. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't Cancer, like, I think Akenna seems like more of a Cancer than he does.
Yeah. Very laid back, very quiet, very sweet. Yeah, I can see that.
If you can find it, can you look up Akenna? I should have done this. I'll do it for tomorrow. I'll do it for tomorrow. I'll look it up for
Okay.
tomorrow. Don't worry. So we'd see another moment with Davide and Kinsu, and she talks about Turkish delight. Have you ever had a Turkish delight?
I've had a Turkish delight.
Are they good?
They're terrible.
Oh, we're
They
angry.
taste like air freshener.
Oh, I don't know if I've had one or not. I feel like I should have, but I don't think I have.
The only reason why I've had them
Is that a
is
wedding or
because
something?
it I'm a big book reader, and in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, it's what they use to like lure one of the girls. And so I just was like, oh my God, I have to try this thing. So when I went to London when I was like 11, like I had my mother like buy me some terrible, absolutely terrible, absolutely terrible.
You're like, why did you get lured by this? It's like I don't know what it tastes like. I don't even know. I have no idea what it's made of. I don't. Do you guys in the chat know about Turkish delights and how it's made and what it tastes like and why
Yeah.
Tamika thinks it tastes like air freshener?
It's like a jelly, like it's, like one of those, like, not gummies, but like just those like gelatin type of
Hmm.
treat. But it tastes like air freshener. It's
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find it for tomorrow and see if I'll try it online.
okay.
I don't know where to find it. I'm gonna have to maybe I'll buy some from
You
Amazon.
probably would be able to find it more than I would. Like, I've never been able to find them here, but yeah.
Um, I mean, I will see if there's probably a Turkish store in Toronto somewhere. So I'll either find that or I'll go on Amazon. Is what I'll try. Hi, Luna. Turkish delight is an acquired taste I haven't quite acquired. Well, I'm going to see if I can find by the end of this week some Turkish delight, and I will try it live for you guys. Very exciting. So she and Davide kiss, and she asks after how it's like, and it tastes like a Turkish candy or Turkish sweet or something like that. Which was it was a nice moment, I guess. It was fine.
The moment was
But
cute. The kissing is aggressive.
well, I had to reserve all my judgment for these kisses now because I've been watching it in speed and a half.
Yeah.
So I just block it out completely.
Yeah.
So Luca's talking about how he's really into Gemma, and I'm like, why? Like, it's only because she's not giving him any attention that he's into her.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
he's an F
it's
boy.
it's totally like transparent, like with him. Like Luca gotta go. And he's not even fun anymore.
Because like now he doesn't have like he's not in control, and he doesn't like the fact that he has to put this work for this girl that he probably thinks will just jump ship in a second, which she will.
Which,
Remember
well,
how you got him, you lose them, right? So
yeah.
like I'm sure he's gonna be swooped up by somebody else, and it might even be an ex. So he should feel a little bit unstable. But like that's for going after a girl like her. Like she's too young. She's not really ready for anything more serious. Like Gemma Island is not serious relationship island.
I think I saw that on a tweet. Like, I would feel bad for Luca, except for he should have just went with Paige. And I mean, I can't not disagree.
Luca can go and he can take Gemma with him. Gemma is not going anywhere, guys. She is there till the last day. She is going to be in the final. Mark my words. Do you agree or disagree?
I'm going to, me, I'll live on hope and hope that that's not
Fair.
true.
She's
And
there
I'll
till the final
keep
day.
that in
There's
my prayers.
final day. You know that if there's any time where she's like the audience doesn't pick her to stay, whatever, and then the couples have to save her, they're always going to save her. Always. She's never
Oh
getting dumped, babe.
my God.
You
Oh
know
my
the producers
God.
will come in and being like, and it's for changing the rules here. Like,
Yeah. Oh no.
never. Agreed. Luca's getting his karma right now. Should have
Yeah.
been a stand-up guy, and you would have probably had either Paige or Tasha. Now you have the girl that
And two more
is
boys are coming in.
exactly. So we do see Jacques and Afia have a chat. It was a good chat, but I was like, this is her last-ditch effort. But like, it was a good chat, but I didn't think there's any way that he was going to be choosing her. And then I wrote down, oh God, I hate Gemma and Luca. Just to remind myself, I guess, of how I feel.
No, I don't blame you. They're terrible.
And then I've got a text, and everybody has to go to the fire pit. And Afia and Paige, please stand up in front of the fire pit. And Jacques, you must choose one of them. The other islander is going to be dumped. Okay, no shocker here. Afia was dumped from the island, and Paige goes and sits down beside Jacques.
The
No
crazy thing is,
surprises.
last season, remember there was a point where there was like 50 billion people in the villa, and
Hmm.
kept feeling like they wouldn't cut people. Like, why couldn't they do it this time? I don't understand. It's so pissed off, man.
They definitely did not need to cut her yet.
No, no, not at all.
Not at all. Well, I think that's everything for this episode. Did I miss any points that you wanted to bring up?
No, we talked about it all, but I'm hopeful that Gemma Island has sailed the way, and we are on Love Island for the rest of the season. But it's not really sounding like it. But we can hope and pray.
Well, Sans is with me here. So Sans says, Chantel, I think you might be right about Gemma being here to stay. Eye roll. She doesn't even look at her man when they are talking. She's just not into him. Yes, there was one point where he's hugging her, and then he kind of tries to go in for a kiss. He's like, "You're not getting a kiss from me, right? You're right yet? Like, you don't think that you're getting a kiss from me?" It's like,
Oh
okay.
yeah, that. Oh my God, that pissed me off. And you know, I wonder, could she be like bisexual or something?
Well, I mean, she could easily not know. She's young
No,
enough.
and that's what I'm saying. Because she's not giving anything. There's no she's been with two guys to this point, and there's been no chemistry. Well, and Liam, no chemistry. She's been with three guys, and there's been not even an iota
I'm
of chemistry.
thinking that okay, whether she's bisexual or not, I'm not sure. But I'm thinking that she's really inexperienced, but
Hmm.
she's also trying to play it off that she's very mature. And
Right,
so I think that she's holding off from doing anything because she's kind of scared that her inexperience will show. Because we
right.
saw when they walk up, she like to leave, he kind of wants to kiss her, like, can I kiss you on her forehead? And she like kind of awkwardly lets him kiss her on her forehead. And then they're walking, and by the stairs, I believe it was, she just like bends forward and gives him a peck on the lips, and then like walks in the other direction. Like, I think that she's not very comfortable with
Hmm.
being intimate with
Hmm.
a man that's not her
Hmm.
boyfriend on
Yeah.
TV when
TB.
she's
Mhm.
still a teenager.
Okay,
So
I can see that.
that's what I'm thinking so far. But she could also very well have not fully even looked into her sexuality to see where she like
Right.
she's quite young still.
Yeah, and
That's
even if she
where your
was
20s are for.
bisexual, and even if she was bisexual in the UK, they're not even gonna play and like show us that.
Oh, not at all. Dan, hello. Finally, Black people are getting screen time. Yes. I thought you were
And
talking about
again, best
us.
best episode yet. Best
It was good.
episode yet.
Definitely a good episode. Hopefully keep this up going. Um, I didn't see the first look for next episode yet, so I'm not sure what's to come. Did you see it?
No, 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 I didn't see it.
Me neither. So I might as well go in blind since the episodes we're covering them every day. So
Yeah.
yes, I think that's what's going on with her. She's just too green, and she just doesn't want to come across as immature. Did you guys notice Afia's big birthmark on her right arm? Unique queen. No, I did not notice it. Did you?
Mhm. No, I
I'll take a
didn't.
look.
Yeah,
I'm sure she'll be in some clips maybe still, but I'll definitely check it out.
yeah.
Well, thank you, Tamika, for being here for us to cover this episode. What do you have going on? Where do you want the people to find you?
As always, follow me, Entertainment in Color, on all social media platforms. And right now, just covering Love Island UK. We'll see where the wind blows in the next few weeks. Lots of TV coming on the
I
month of
know.
July. I don't even know if I'll be able to cover it all. So
I know. Well, I'm glad though that the US be starting when there's like maybe a month left of this one, so there's not going to be too much overlap, which I'm happy
yeah,
about.
absolutely.
Um, but I'm thinking
And
that I don't know if it's going to work out that way, but I'm thinking that we just do like at this time slot for UK still, and then
Hmm.
watch the episode and just go live right after the episode. So we'll go live
That's
twice,
what I
but
was
like
thinking as well. Yeah, that's what I was
I think
thinking as
that would
well.
work for us, but
Yeah,
obviously we'll figure it out.
yeah, we'll see.
Sorry, I cut you off.
Uh, no problem. And congratulations to Jennifer Hudson on becoming an EGOT
You got
with her co-producer Tony that she won last night. I watched the Tony Awards, and now I have to go see a bunch of Broadway musicals that I can't afford. But I am so excited.
I definitely
I do.
go ahead.
I do. I have a YouTube channel, Entertainment in Color, on YouTube.
So yes, everybody, please go over there, and it is streaming there as well. This
Mhm.
feed, but if you haven't subscribed to Entertainment in Color on YouTube, please do so, so we can get Tamika to 1,000 subscribers as fast as possible by the end of this summer. This summer
Yes,
of love is going to show her some love by getting her to 1,000 subscribers. So please
yes.
head over onto her channel and give a little clickaroo so you can subscribe to that. Yes, she does. It's Entertainment Color. Yes, Anita. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Selena.
Thank you, Sans. I definitely enjoy talking with you, Tamika, with everybody here in the chat. You guys are always so fun. You're always on point with how I'm feeling about things, which I love.
Yeah,
It makes it also very enjoyable knowing that the audience is on my side and agrees with me. So it's always a pleasure covering Love Island with everybody here today. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Reality Realness with 3 S's. Like this video. And who do you agree with? Do you agree with me or Tamika? Do you think that Gemma is here for the long haul and will be in the finals? That's what I think. Or do you want to live in a fantasy world like Tamika and believe that Gemma will be leaving sooner than that? So let us know, and I will put up a poll if I remember. Until tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Thank you.